Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Lunatic Astrology. I'm your astrologer, Lori Lothian, and on this day, we're talking about Mercury in the heart of the sun, also called Cazimi, conjunct the asteroid Panacea, the cure-all, and the warrior angel star Uriel/Antares. I have a feeling, and I could be wrong, that with this illustrious sky today and an even more beautiful sky on perfecting around December the 1st, we're going to see a ebb in the pandemic. I know that sounds unlikely because we're all scared about the new virus that's been announced, which is Omicron. However, early indicators in South Africa tend to show that it's not as it's not as deadly, or it's a milder virus than the Delta strain, but more transmissible. And if it does spread outside of Africa, which it already has, it will of course take over the whole world, but more people will get it and less people will get really sick. And then we'll have this new thing called a milder version of COVID. Cross our fingers. The asteroid Panacea is sitting in the sky at 7 degrees or so of Sagittarius, where Mercury is joining in the sky together with the sun. And that combination is Mercury going into the lap of the king, the heart of the sun, to get divine instructions and to be reborn on the other side of that connection to the sun. And of course, Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter, and Jupiter's doing fine in Aquarius. He's in a happy, friendly sign, and he's in a sextile, a broad whole sign sextile to this Mercury in the heart of the sun. And in the sky at the same time that this is happening, fortifying some of this really sweet goodness, is that Mercury and the sun are in a trine, or a flowing, harmonious, lucky aspect to Chiron, the healer, the wounded healer in Aries, and in a harmonious, flowing 60-degree sextile to Saturn in Aquarius. So my feeling is positive. I have a feeling we're going to see an end of this pandemic, and it's going to tinker down. What's the word? Not tinker. It's going to trickle down to something that's way less intense than we've been experiencing. I hope I'm right. Of course, I'm not always right. I've been saying for a long time in my videos that Mars's heliacal rise at the 3rd week of November on the 22nd, when he got 15 degrees away from the sun and is being born again in visible morning star Mars in the sky, would augur in the closure of the pandemic that began when Mars was rising in Libra out of dignity after being born again in the heart of the sun in Virgo, the sign of health, all in the fall of 2019. So let's cross our fingers. So the interesting thing about the sky, and I will do a little all signs if you like, maybe I'll do a little bit of it, is that there's another auspicious sky story brewing as well, that around December the 1st is really lush. And that is that right now we also have Neptune trine Mars on the day of the Cazimi, so 28th, 29th, even the 30th of November, you still have Mars, Venus, you still have Mercury and the sun traveling tightly together. But we also have this energy of a Mars trine to Neptune. Now, Neptune is the traditional gods of viruses, okay? And Mars in Scorpio in dignity, the good, healthy version, is flowing positive energy toward that god that's associated with viral illness, Neptune. And they're forming a joint sextile, making it a little mini grand trine to Venus in Capricorn at the same time. And Venus is up there in an also very positive space in the sky next to the muse Urania, and the asteroid Urania, which is the muse, and Hermes, the messenger of the gods. And Diana, the goddess of the huntress. These are all asteroids up in the Capricorn area where Venus and Pluto, by the way, are sitting. So my sense of this is that it's a bit of a two-step. I'm going to show you the sky so you can see it with me. I'm going to try to give you guys the Cazimi all signs. And please think about joining me on December the 1st, link below. It's called Harness Neptune, the Neptune Sky Magic class. It's 75 minutes live Zoom, and it's going to be a lot of fun. And we're going to go into harnessing what is one of the most magical, enchanted skies for going deep, going into the inner realms. And we're going to do a little journey work together to create a vision for what we each want to see from the highest place within us, the highest imagination, highest divine impulse for our lives in 2022. It's going to be a great class. I've got a guest shaman, Renee Barbeau, award-winning author of the Winds of Spirit book, starting our ceremony with an opening ceremony at 5 p.m. on Wednesday, December the 1st. Check the link in the description box below. If you sign up for my Cosmic Moonshine speaking of astrology news, you're going to get a 30% discount code that you can apply to this class on Wednesday. So keep that in mind too. Check the description link below for my newsletter. Sign up, weekly forecast. Okay, so first of all, guys, I'm going to show you the sky so you can see what I'm talking about. And I'll be posting this on Sunday. I'm recording it on Sunday, so the 28th. All right, so you can see this, right? Maybe I will take away. No, I won't take it away. So the first little mini grand trine of luck and fortune, right, is this Mercury in the heart of the sun on fixed star Antares, the Archangel Uriel, a warrior star of success with hard work and perseverance. And of course, it is a warrior star, but warrior what? It's sitting with the asteroid Panacea, or Panacea is sitting on that star with the sun and Mercury, suggesting what is a panacea? It is a cure-all. It is a remedy that cures or fixes everything. And I love that because we've been through a lot of, with this pandemic. And what if this is indeed the remedy is actually the virus itself in a very mild form? Now, there are vaccines out there that could be the panacea, like I've heard about, Novavax being like a new type of vaccine, not just a spike protein, that is really, really, really effective. And maybe that's the cure-all as well. If it gets widely released, I don't know where they are in their trials. So spike protein vaccinations don't get the whole virus, right? Just a bit of it. And so people who've actually had COVID have experienced the whole virus. And things like Sinovac and Novavax, I think, give you contact with the whole virus. And that means that you're likely to have more broad-based immunity responses to new variants, including this new one, Omicron. But I do think that maybe Omicron, I'm hoping, is very widely going to spread, but be very mild in its effects in terms of illness, leading to a new situation in which we have more of a flu-like or common cold-like problem with COVID. Delta took and outstripped Alpha and all the other variants, and that's all we have around the world is Delta. So Omicron can take over Delta, and Delta will die out, and in will come Omicron. Okay, that's a possibility. I think it's going to happen. I hope I'm right. Now, you can see that Saturn is receiving this beautiful energy from the Mercury in the heart of the sun, focalized on him, as well as Chiron, and this forms this little triangle. And that's what I'm going to do the all signs with, because it's like, where do you have a cure for all energy with a warrior star pointing in your life right now, with the wounded healer giving you cosmic support? Wherever Saturn sits at the tip of that triangle. So we'll be talking all signs for how you can harness this in the first half of this week ahead. But also I can point to this little sky story, Neptune and Mars, right? And Venus. And if you check my Neptune all signs video, which goes live on the 29th, we'll talk about how this little mini triangle in your chart will operate during during this week ahead, as Neptune stations direct on December the 4th. On December the 1st, the day we're doing my class at 5 p.m. Pacific, 75 minutes. Check the link below. Grab the 30% discount code by signing up for my Cosmic Moonshine newsletter. Kill two birds with one stone. Okay, so let's get going. Can I complain a bit? People sign off sometimes from my newsletter. They go in, they grab the discount code for a reading, and then they take themselves off the newsletter instantly. A couple of times it's happened. It really irritates me. I had someone sign out of my newsletter the other day with a message or a month ago, didn't sign up for this. You can only be on my Cosmic Moonshine newsletter if you actually subscribe. Okay. I don't spam anybody. Okay. I had to get that off my chest. I take it personally, I guess. All right. So we're going to talk about the all signs. I'm going to take away the other triangle that I was showing you so that it makes it simple and it's easy to see. And let's do that right now and get rid of the Neptune, Venus, and let's take Mars out as well. Okay, so now you just see the basics here, right? So let's start off with Leo today. That's because this is where it's, look, 7-11 and 7-12. It's pretty tightly, almost perfect Cazimi, or Mercury in the lap of the king and the heart of the sun. It's really here on November 28th at around 9:12 p.m. Vancouver time, and therefore, around just after midnight in the East Coast. But you'll feel this all through the 29th. The energy of this Cazimi is kicking in. All right, so when Mercury comes out of that heart of the sun, everybody, which, and he starts to move forward, let's say Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, we'll start to get interesting news about what is the panacea or the cure-all storyline going on here. All right, so Leo, sun, moon, and risings. Let's go and talk about what this is for you. You're looking, I meant to take out Mars. I apologize. He's just lingering down there by himself. hang out with no one to talk to. Hmm. Okay, so you're going to experience a breakthrough energy, a positive flow, and a kind of a remedy for all that ails you when it comes to your significant love relationships and business partnerships. That's Saturn giving you a bit of a hard time until March of 2023, as he's been moving already now since December of 2020 through that seventh house of your significant other relationships, your marriage partner, and if you have business partners, those people, sometimes legal contracts and document signings as well. This flow suggests some kind of positive, warrior star flow, healing of some significant other relationship in your life sometime in the week ahead as the goodness from this thing spills out into your story. I would say that as well, if you've been feeling stuck in terms of breaking through to some kind of objective in terms of bringing your business into the public eye. Saturn here is holding fort for you to put something legacy and lasting and masterful into the eye of the marketplace and public. And this can give you a breakthrough, cure, remedy, panacea for those sorts of problems this week as well. Virgo, sun, moon, rising sign, you get the energy of breaking through to something positive in the sixth house of health and work protocols in the job and the co-worker space that you work in. Now, with this heart of the sun, Venus, Mercury, panacea, cure-all energy, especially coming from the fourth house of home to the office space or the health routines, you may be forging with the help of the wounded healer in the eighth house, deeper ways to heal your physical body from things you do in your home, or even possibly you are looking at changes in your work routine and habits that can be supported from cure-alls within the home, panaceas like building an extra office, getting a new monitor, getting some situations straightened out in your home and domestic and private life that allows your work routine and health routines to flourish. A chunk of money can come in as well with Chiron here that you didn't expect, that allows you to also improve your health in your life. Libra, sun, moon, and rising, Saturn wants to take hold of some precious cure-all energy from Mercury and the sun in the house of siblings, aunts, uncles, cousins, trips, travel, short-term learning, online platforms, social media websites, and even prophets, seers, and oracles, the house of the goddess. This is the third house. And this is where this cure-all is. And it's pointing towards Saturn in your fifth house of your independent business enterprise, children, romance, and inspiration. Saturn here has been making you work hard to have fun. Like you're working so hard that you have to almost think about where the fun might be, whether it's on your business or your romance is becoming very hard, or your children are tedious and difficult. You get a bit of a break this week. Chiron, the wounded healer, means somebody in your life, your spouse, a business partner, or even a friend can help support you with your fifth house business slash business as well. If you're an entrepreneur, especially business agenda, things to do with your children, and you're feeling good about life and having a bit more fun. The cure-all is coming from the third house of trips and travel. You might want to take a little jaunt somewhere, but short distance, or buy a new car, or you might have the cure-all warrior energy coming here because a sibling offers to step in and give you a hand, or an aunt, uncle, cousin, that kind of thing. Or, something you're doing online brings you a sense of play and joy, and allows you to step up into a little more feeling of freedom. Chiron here can mean you're reaching out as a mentor guide to the public from the house of career, but having this breakthrough panacea operate to bring you a spark of enthusiasm, joy, and play, not Saturn's forte, right? To your fifth house of the muse. Scorpio, sun, moon, and rising sign, you get the experience of Saturn receiving a cure for everything with the warrior star Antares from your money house and your earnings house, voice, vocation, etc. This is an opportune energy for a lot of Scorpios regarding money and real estate, home, and domestic life. What kind of thing can be breaking through this week that looks like a remedy or a cure for things that go on in your home life and for your money story? With Chiron supporting things from the sixth house of work and health protocols, especially work, things going on in your workplace or office environment, your colleagues and coworker space, or the space of your employees, if you're a boss, are going to fortify this feeling of breaking through financially and and support a feeling of relief from what might have felt some hardship regarding home and real estate and in your inner and private domestic life stuff. The sixth house is a house of pets. And so possibly you also could get a pet from this. The cure-all is the pet that makes you feel better about your health, mental, emotional, and physical. Some of you may be getting a pet this week. Scorpio, sun, moon, and rising sign. Sagittarius, sun, moon, and rising sign. You guys are having the energy breaking through to Saturn in your third house of siblings and travel and online stuff, and the things you do in your local neighborhood. And you're receiving the panacea, the cure-all, as a Sag, where this Antares warrior sun Cazimi is happening. Now, Cazimi, Mercury in the heart of the sun in the house of your physical body, a lot of Sagittarius could get messages from the gods about how to improve your health or how to further refine your identity in the world in alignment with your divine plan. The energy of Chiron in the fifth house could be healing coming from a lover, a child, a romantic engagement, or your independent business, energy of flow and healing and resolution coming from there toward your body, towards your identity. And with, or business coach, Chiron in your fifth, a business coach supporting you in your identity. Third house stuff. Okay, marketing, merchandising, and selling, self-expressing, writing, and trips and travel are all here. One way this could look for some Sagittarius is a very important journey that you take that's going to be very significant in terms of bringing you a little bit more fun and joy or connection to a beloved, or spending time with others in the local environment. Saturn in your third would be people you've known for a while, long-standing friendships in the local environment. Sometime this week, let's say, between Sunday and Thursday, at least, where this is flowing forward into some story. Capricorn, sun, moon, and rising sign. With the Cazimi, the cure-all in the 12th house of your unconscious mind, or your dreams at night, or deep reveries, places of the hidden realms between the worlds even, you could get an amazingly big dream from Archangel Michael and the cure-all panacea that allows you from that dream to fortify your professional endeavors regarding income and also your voice in the world. Now, also, second house is things you eat, like drink and food and things that go in your mouth. And Saturn, since December, is trying to give you constraint, restraint, and restriction, trying to fine tune and get you to eat healthy, drink healthy. So you may have a dream or insight about how to refine your food style, or even about how to create more income or money flow in your life. And Chiron in the fourth house is suggesting it's something you can do from home. And it could also be done with moving your home or selling your home, but something this week, those thoughts are up. Chiron in the fourth house could be also healing your ancestral line, mother and family of origin stuff. This is very kind of like hypnosis, shamanic soul work energy going on in the 12th to your family of origin stuff, but releasing you to greater legacy building for your finances going forward. Here's me, Aquarius, sun, moon, and rising. Well, I get this energy, and so do you, Aquarians, in our house of our body, our identity, our form. Here we go. Saturn is refining us, sobering us up, and making us quite realistic and better with our health, looking at the long story of how we want to be healthy over the next 29 years after this. And, with Saturn here, since December, that's been a priority for a lot of Aquarians. December of 2020, he entered there, and all through 21, we've been like trying to figure out how to be healthy in a lasting, enduring way. Now, what'll happen here is that the energy is coming from the house of good spirit, the cure-all. Now, this is the house of our hopes, dreams, and wishes, windfalls, pennies from heaven. Fairy godmothers, our allies and friends who are benefactors who want to support us, great financial gains from our career. This is the cure-all zone. This is the panacea, and Archangel Uriel, the warrior star, sits up there as well, supporting this breakthrough energy. And Chiron in the third house of social media platforms, online stuff, websites, siblings, trips and travel, local neighborhood things, suggest healing coming from that zone to support this greater breakthrough to physical wellness, solid sense of identity. But I love that this is all happening up here in this 11th house. it's the kind of place where, you know, magic can happen. It's a karmic reward house. So yay for us Aquarians. We're going to receive a boost to our wellness, a boost to our status and our mastery in the world. And it's going to feel quite enchanted. And it can be some money. The 11th is a money house. An unexpected windfall can show up for Aquarians that really support their longer journey to wellness, establishing authority, etc. And you know, Chiron in the third house is woundedness around travel. You know, well, who's been traveling really? But maybe can open up some gateways to some shorter trips for you. Pisces, sun, moon, rising sign. You get the energy of this panacea, the cure-all, Antares, the warrior star, Mercury in the heart of the sun in your 10th house of career and your reputation, how you want to choose to act in the world, where everyone sees what you're doing, the visible field of your actions, and therefore often your career. Pisces, this is going to amplify a positive remedy here. If you've been stuck around career things and momentum in your reputation and career, with Antares up here and Mercury, the messenger of the gods, with the asteroid panacea, the cure. There's a cure for your career ailments. And Chiron in the second house is lending a money story a hand, like voice, vocation, money to the career thing. This is a money flow from career to you, as well as the 12th house of your dreams and your inner life and your own self-defeating habits and patterns. There's can be breakthroughs here because, you know, this is a hermit transit. This is a contemplation transit. This is a monk in a cave. You know, Saturn will be here till 2023 March, but you're supposed to be going inward to get insight, go in or go within or go without. And I don't know, this could be a great healing insight or a dream or guidance from a mentor of a spiritual nature that helps you break through some money and career stuff in the week ahead. Aries, sun, moon, rising sign. So for you guys, you're going to have Aries, sun, moon, and Mercury. You're going to experience the energy of this breaking through, a panacea breaking through the 11th. So let's go down with this. Some kind of remedy, cure, thing that fixes everything, a warrior archetype angel in the house of book publishing, dharma, your purpose, the meaning of your life, your spiritual path, you know, like courses, like, you know, like long courses where you going to college or university, but also if you're like a teacher of those things, it can be that as well. Like I'm launching a big course that would be a 9th house course in 22. So yeah, and then international and court cases as well, like something ruling in your favor or something from overseas positively, or someone from overseas positively benefiting you to attain your hopes, your dreams, your aspirations, and your wishes for your life. Saturn here is helping you refine this until March of 23. It's been there for a year. It's kind of like really get serious, realistic, and sober-minded and apply discipline and mastery and authority to actualize what you wish to receive as your life's wishes, hopes, and dreams, and to make it all come true. With Chiron in the first house, a lot of Aries are going to be physically looking at healing their body, but from 9th house places with breakthrough from the hopes, dreams, and wishes energies. And a friend or ally could tell you a great healing methodology. You might step up though, however, as a guide and a mentor or a healer or a teacher because of this. And during the week ahead, you'll see yourself in that role. And if you do, it could be a longer term story of that role that you play this week could really enhance your hopes, dreams, and wishes. Please come into my class on December 1st, where I'll be playing the guide, mentor, shaman role, teaching people 5 o'clock to 5 to 6:15 how to harness Neptune sky magic for enchanting manifestation of your 2022 dream for your life. All right, moving forward. Taurus, sun, moon, and rising sign. So this energy is happening for you in the panacea, the cure-all, in a money house, that money that doesn't belong to you, inheritances, spousal money, grants, bank loans, investment monies paying off, royalties, but you know, money that is not a paycheck and not a regular salary. And this is coming into the cure-all, the panacea with the Archangel Uriel warrior here, into a flow of energy to your house of career and reputation in the world, and being supported by Chiron as well in the 12th house of your inner life, yourself, and doing self-sabotage and habits and patterns. For all of you Taurus, as you're undoing your Chiron's helping you heal your self-defeating patterns until 2026. And this can bring mentors, guides, coaches, healers, and therapists into your life until 2026. possibly you might consult with a guide, mentor, healer, teacher, therapist in the week ahead who helps you liberate some kind of money. Now, I'm going to say Mercury in the heart of the sun in your 8th house can be something you don't know, like a secret or something that's hidden from you, being revealed in this next week ahead. But it's very supportive for your all-purpose healing of your 12th house self-defeating habits and supports your 10th house of career and reputation. Mercury, sun, moon, and rising sign. You guys are experiencing this panacea cure-all. Gemini, did I say Gemini? Not Mercury. Gemini, sun, moon, and rising cure-all in your 7th house of love. Partnerships, business partnerships, publicity that you need to promote things for your career or share your career output with a larger audience, legal affairs. Now, from this energy, hang on, a dog wants to leave my house. I'm going to let the dog out. Hang on. Who let the dog out? Ouch. Excuse me, guys. I'm visiting a friend and I'm wedged between a bed and a desk. There you go, Milo. Off you go. Go, go, go. Coming back. Okay, so anyway, this is good. Some kind of remedy or cure is happening. If you have relationship problems, Geminis, and you've been struggling with it, or partnerships, business partnership problems, this can really be a turning point. With Chiron in the 11th house, you know, guides, mentors, and teachers and healers can come from larger community settings to support that. And Saturn in your 9th house of foreign lands and travel, international, or the house of God, could be a spiritual, this very much could be some of you Geminis, getting a guidance from a spiritual guide or mentor that really supports and helps you heal difficulties with significant others. Okay, I'm going to move forward. Last but not least, Cancer, sun, moon, rising sign, because we started with Leo. You get to experience this breakthrough of a remedy or a cure-all in the house of sickness. That's pretty literal sometimes. If you've been struggling with a health problem, you Cancers of any kind, this is a breakthrough energy, a remedy, a cure-all. Archangel Uriel, the warrior star, supporting you, very optimistic energy here. You know, you could get this through a guide, a mentor, a teacher, or a healer, a medical person even, but with a high reputation because it's in the 10th house. Or you could be that person. And it could also be about not physical healing, but the work you're doing in the world, having the remedy or cure-all, and you're putting it into the world as the guide, mentor, and healer for others in your career. And then you have this energy of Saturn in the house of money that you say, that you invest, that your spouse has, it's inheritance money, that's government monies, rebates, checks, all of that. That's really picking up over here because this cure-all supports greater wealth building. So whatever you're doing this week in this area of career, work habits and routines, livelihood, health protocols, really is going to support a breakthrough in your physical wellness if you need it, in your professional routines if you need it, but in your establishment of a longer, steadier source of wealth building. Saturn will be trying to help you build your wealth until March of 2023. All right. Thank you guys for listening to the Sky Stories. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications so you know when I post something. Like and comment and share my stuff. I will definitely appreciate that. If you do, check out my Neptune Sky Magic class below for December the 1st. And please sign up for my Cosmic Moonshine Swig of Weekly Astrology News newsletter because it comes out every Sunday usually. Sometimes I release it on Saturday if the sky's too busy. And you could get discount codes for 30% off reading with me. And for my Neptune Sky Magic, you can apply that code as well. All right, everyone, big hugs. Take care, and I will see you in the next video. Ciao.